Hi there, so you join me today just past Calar Alto, which is over there, and today we're going to ride a new trail which actually takes me somewhere I need to be. I know, exciting, right? So let's go. Right, so here we are today and we're heading over there. I'll just show you. There's a pointy looking mountain, that's where this trail comes out. There you go, with the phone mast on it. So that's where we're headed on this trail. But I said that this trail actually takes me somewhere that I need to go. Well, yes indeed, because once we get to that mountain we join the road for a little way, and that brings us to Alto de Velefique, where we've been several times. And from Alto de Velefique, apparently there's a trail which takes us from there down to the village of Purchena. Now Purchena is a village on the main road about 10 minutes away from my house. So if that works, there will be a way of getting from Calar Alto or Alto de Velefique just using the trails, which would be awesome, because then I could do a 50-50 ride. I could ride up on the road, back on the trail, or up on the trail, back on the road. So that would be awesome. So this would be a circuit if it works. So we're going to head off now to Alto de Velefique, and I'll rejoin you once we get there and we begin the actual trail that we're intending to ride today. So see you in a bit. Right, so that bit of trail was fine. It was a nice wide open trail. I was in third gear at times, thinking about fourth gear even, but there was some quite deep gravel in places, so Norman was shimmying a bit and you had to be a bit careful in the bends. But yeah, nice little trail. Now let's head over to the main trail for today. Let's set off for Alto de Velefique. Let's go. So here we are at Alto de Velefique, which regular viewers of the channel will be familiar with. That's the nice twisty road that brings you up here, and that's another beauty. If this trail brings me home, I can come up via the road, I can do that nice twisty road up to here, and I can go home via the trail if it works. So I'm just going to stop now, have a quick drink, and yeah, set up the Relive app for you. And I think we're supposed to be heading down there. I think that's where we end up. So yeah, let's see how we go. See you in a bit. We'll just chug along here, and then hopefully my little map here will pick up the pins at the appropriate junctions and we won't get lost. But anyway, yeah, I think we're finally on the right trail, so let's head for Purchena. So basically I found out about this trail from a friend in my village who goes out a lot in 4x4s and also on a bike, and he said, oh, you can get to Purchena from Alto de Velefique just using trails. And I thought, well, that's a long way, that would surprise me, but anyway, yeah, he said so, and I got on Google Maps and had a look, and indeed you can, and I've plotted a route using my maps, and hopefully that will ensure that I take the right junctions, the right trails at the right junctions, and end up in Purchena, which, as I said earlier, would be about 10 minutes from home. So that would be really cool to be able to come from Alto de Velefique and back home just using trails. Awesome. I imagine it's going to take quite a long time, so this could end up being a 2-part video, but we'll see. Right, so I've just stopped for a little drink and I filmed a little bit of drone footage for you to show you where we are. And yeah, according to my Google Maps, we should have to take a turn to the left in a minute, which I'm guessing is that one up ahead. Good times. So we're on the right trail. The first turn was successfully negotiated, so now we can relax into it for a bit because we haven't got another junction for a while. As you can see, it's a lovely day today. They were saying it was going to be 23 degrees by the afternoon, which is about now, and yeah, that's probably the case. Certainly it was enough of a forecast to make me take the liner out of my jacket, because I didn't want to be sweating running about setting up and collecting cameras and things. So the liner's out and I'm not cold, I'm actually quite warm, so yep, it's a lovely day for it. My drone's being naughty at the moment actually. The last video where I used it, it went rogue and just did its own thing and disappeared. But I managed, and then it lost signal, but I managed to get the signal back and brute force it back to me, so that was that. And today's footage, when I went to start the drone, it was complaining that the gimbal motor was overloaded, but I mean it wasn't, it was free, it was clear and it was working. Anyway, eventually that error message disappeared on its own, so I don't know what that's all about. Maybe it just needs to go back to DJI and you can send me a new one, because that one's only flown about 3 or 4 times, and more or less every time I've had some little issue with it, so we shall see. I'll give it one more chance, but if it plays up again I'll send it back. So hopefully the Relive app is recording this, and then at the end of this trail I should have an animated map for you so you can see exactly where we were today. But yeah, so far nice and pleasant, enjoyable. I think this is quite a major trail because it kind of joins two villages. Going in the other way, it ends in the village of Senes, and going this way, it ends in Purchena. So I would imagine that this is quite a well-used trail, and probably it's not going to be too extreme anywhere. But that's what we call adventure, isn't it? You don't know what you're going to find. You just have to play it by ear and deal with it when you get to it. But my suspicion is that this is quite a well-used trail and it won't be too bad. Bit of a rough section here. Yeah, that's not good. Much more like it. Bit of a watering hole. Let's go around this way, but don't get too muddy. But yeah, I enjoyed the ride out here on the roads, and now I'm enjoying the ride home, hopefully, on the trails. And that really is like a 50-50 ride then, so you know, that's really where Norman's in his element. You know, you can enjoy him on the ride out here on the roads, up the mountain, and then you can enjoy a little bit of trail riding on the way home. So that'd be awesome. And I mean, that's where the Himalayan really excels. Obviously an enduro bike would be more fun and a lot easier to deal with on the off-road parts, but if you have to ride an hour to get to the start of the trail on the roads, I think with an enduro bike that would be a little bit grueling, maybe not something to particularly relish. But I was able to thoroughly enjoy the ride up here on the roads through the mountains with Norman this morning. Now I'm enjoying exploring a new trail. Gotta love it, gotta love it. That's what we got him for. Good on Norman. Oh, that looks a bit chewed up, doesn't it? Oh dear, you want to ride through that. Well, it looks like we're heading to my next pin on the map, so I guess we're good. I can see a village down there. I wonder if that's Purchena. Yeah, it might well be, you know. Or it might be a village on the other side of the valley. Yeah, I think it's on the other side of the valley to Purchena. But yeah, that's good. Definitely head in the right direction because we've got to get down into that valley because that's where I live. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, once I got onto the right trail initially, this using my maps on Google Maps to plan your route, drop pins on your computer at home, you know, where you can zoom right in. That seems to work quite well. It's the best solution I found so far anyway, because normal Google Maps is pretty useless because it really only wants to drop pins on roads or genuine points of interest. But yeah, if you use the My Maps feature, you can drop pins anywhere, and it just shows them on the map, and you can use those then to pick your way through the trails, evidently. But yeah, you have to make sure you start off on the right trail. It was definitely confusing to begin with, but once we got started, it's been good so far. I'm fairly confident I'm going to come out where I intended to. Right, so this looks like a junction where we have to turn left. So I think I'll do that and then I'll stop for a little drink and give Norman a chance to cool down. This looks like a good spot. So we'll be back after a little rest.